Hello, hello, beauties. So the lunar eclipse is tomorrow, and this morning I was feeling guided to drop in here so that we can maybe just take a few breaths together. Lots of energy has been moving. What I've noticed is there's sort of this combination of like the calm before the storm, and then there's also like these moments of resistance. And for me personally, what I've noticed is being shown the places where, my nervous system has maybe hunkered down to protect me, right? And what I've been seeing is this way of like the things that we have maybe thought we're in control of, or maybe we've like tightened up in our body, over these things. We're really not in control of it. And these patterns are being rewritten. We're being asked to rewrite them. We are the ones that have to rewrite them. We're the only ones who can rewrite them. And it takes a large amount of heart energy and compassion and being willing to be present in the storm, and ironical, I'm in Louisiana, and we're just, I think on probably the tail end of the storm. And it's been a really slow storm for, those who have experienced hurricanes. A lot of times they kind of come in powerful, and, it's like you get it and then it's done. But this one has lasted days, and, there's a way that it's kind of like in that slowness, there's a presence, and you have to kind of be with all of your uncomfortable places, right? So being stuck inside, or for me, it's like being with the dog, or not really being able to go do my exercise like I like to, just all these different things, right? And so when we're in these types of situations where maybe things are going slower than we want, or we're being kind of contained in a way, like we have to find that safety and security within ourselves. And so so I want to just get present with you here. And this meditation came to me yesterday when I was just doing my own centering, and I wanted to share it with you. Most of the time when we're doing breaths, we will breathe in openness or love, and we'll breathe out resistance, right? And what actually came to me when I was dropping into meditation yesterday was I was being shown to breathe in everything that's happening. Breathe in to all the places maybe where I'm resisting, or where my nervous system is like, ouch, this is frustrating, this is annoying, right? Breathe in those things and breathe out love. And so I was telling James this, and he was like, that doesn't make sense, And what I invited him to, I was like, just try it and see what happens. And so I want to invite us to do the same. So I invite you to get comfortable wherever you are. And this will be pretty short, so we'll just be taking a few breaths together. And let's just take a couple neutral breaths. So just breathing in, allowing yourself to get here, collecting your presence, your attention. You can maybe place a hand on your heart, maybe one on your belly. Begin to notice how you're feeling today, physically in your body. You can also begin to check in with your emotions. With your thoughts. And I invite you to notice, is there a place where maybe you have kind of been on this edge of like wanting to make things happen, or maybe feeling like overwhelmed by this area of your life. Or maybe it's other people, right? Like just noticing the way that other people are showing up, and it might be creating some stress for you. So is there an area where you're kind of feeling an edge of being asked to surrender, or find a new way? And what I want to invite you to do is first, let's just breathe into like where you currently are with this. So just noticing how you're feeling in your body, emotionally. And also notice this thing, the energy of this thing that might be outside of you. So whether it's a decision, whether it's someone else's energy, wanting someone else to do a thing, something you need to face. Yeah, and then what if we just breathe that in, including it? Saying yes to the fear, yes to this discomfort. Just taking a deep breath, allowing it in. And then as you breathe out, just send love out. So we'll do a few more. So with your breath in, just including breathing in the energy, saying yes to it. And the yes to it doesn't mean that you have to do a thing. The yes to it means you're willing to feel. You're willing to feel whatever this discomfort is. You're willing to be here. So breathing it in, sending out love. Yeah, and with your next breath in, just see if you can send that breath to maybe some places, like new places or spaces in your body. Lower, wider. We're expanding our capacity to be with, to allow energy to move through us. We're expanding our capacity to open and love all things. And then what I want to invite you to do is maybe notice the places where your mind is wanting something. So what I found for myself this morning was, what do I need to do? Like this not knowing, like what are the steps that I need to take, or where am I being guided? Sort of this void of knowing, right? So then what I did was breathing into that, right? Including the not knowing, breathing it in, welcoming it. So for you, it might be something different, but just allow yourself to breathe that in. And then with your breath out, just love, right? Softening into love. And then the last place that I want to do this is if there is an area where you're afraid. So one of the fears that I've been I always find myself at the edge of this fear when I'm moving forward in my business. It's this fear of like, will my work be too intense or too much? Or, what if someone comes to me and then the activation is too much? Or, we start and then they like turn the other way. And this fear of my power, right? And so you may have a place like this for you. And what we're going to do here is just breathe into that, right? So breathe it in, include it. So letting the universe know, like, I'm willing. If that needs to happen, I'm willing. I'm willing to let someone come to me and receive the activation and then leave. Breathing it in, whatever the version of that looks like for you. And then breathing out love, softening into love. So let's do 2 more breaths. And last one. Beautiful. So whenever you feel yourself, just being maybe challenged or shaken up or being pushed to the edge over the next few days with this lunar eclipse, you can use this practice just to say, yes, I'm willing, right? I'm willing. I'm willing to be here. I'm willing to surrender. I'm willing to allow. I'm willing to love. I'm willing to be transformed. So I invite you to use this. And also I'm feeling guided to do a support thread today. So I'm gonna, once I close this video, I'll be opening a support thread. So if there's any place that you're needing some support, I invite you to come there, and I'm happy to give you some insight, hold some space for you, pull a card, whatever feels like needed. So I'm sending you lots of love and happy navigating.